I worry for the very fabric of what this society is supposed to be about, the way things are going.
I mean, I think we're facing... I've said this before, but I think we're facing a collapse of the United Kingdom. Both, we've talked about the economy, economically, but also culturally, constitutionally, democratically, at every single level. This country is facing an existential threat. And we're just doing more of the same kind of policies in order to try and get out of the problems those policies created in the first place. They don't seem to realise a U-turn is needed.
It's really interesting, isn't it? You talk about economically, you talk about socially, you talk about culturally. The other story in the paper today, I'd love your take on this. I mean, the British police, we've gone on and on this station about two-tier policing. God knows how many problems the Met Police in the 3 years I've been here have had to face. They've been filmed. Have you seen this? Seemingly refusing to acknowledge Hezbollah is a terrorist organisation before one says on camera, your opinion is your opinion. The clip was snapped at a pro-Palestinian protest in London, has since garnered fury online. Officers, when questioned by a concerned spectator, replied that it was an opinion that the Lebanese group is a proscribed organisation. I mean, sorry, I want my policemen and women to be out catching burglars and thieves and con artists and rapists and murderers, not standing in the middle of the street. I don't care whether it's pro-Palestine, pro-Israel or whatever. What the hell are the police doing?
I don't think it was a pro-Palestine protest. I think it was a vigil for the death of the head of Hezbollah, Nasrallah, who was the head of a proscribed terrorist organisation. And the Metropolitan Police, at vast cost, no doubt, to our back pockets, was out protecting them while they held a vigil for the death of a proscribed terrorist organisation. It is utter absurdity. Yeah. And when they were challenged on it, they said to the chap, well, actually, it's your opinion that Hezbollah is a terrorist organisation. The Met Police ought to know it. They ought to have known that a vigil for a proscribed terrorist group should not be allowed to go ahead.
No. But they wouldn't have the courage or their... we had this last week with that Albanian that was let back in driving his Ferrari. We've had it with countless stories, the Rotherham grooming gangs, the situation in Manchester that Reform talked about last week. There is a very solid argument now that says that the police in this country are being... not coerced, told by bosses higher up, presumably, that they have to be very careful if they're going to prosecute or get into trouble somebody that's from a certain sect, a certain religion, which is appalling. It's
not just two-tier policing. It's two-tier criminal justice system from the bottom up right to the top.